She left to see if the grass was greener, convinced she'd still have a soft place to land if it wasn't. She thought I'd wait. She thought I'd chase. Instead, I cut the rope she assumed would catch her. She begged to come back, but by then, I wasn't sure who I was anymore. Now I can't tell if I lost her, or found myself. The message came in while I was flipping eggs in a pan, just trying to have a normal Tuesday morning. My fiancée, Tessa, 29, the woman I've spent 4 years loving and building a life with, sent me a text that turned my whole day into a quiet, boiling storm. It hit at exactly 7:23 a.m. The notification buzzed, and her name popped up. I wiped my hands, unlocked my phone, and read. I need time to think about us. About whether you're really worth committing my life to. I need a month to decide. Don't contact me during this time. I just stared at it. You know that feeling when your brain is trying to load, like bad Wi-Fi? For years together, 2 years living under the same roof, 8 months planning a wedding, choosing colors, tasting cake flavors, and she needs 30 days to figure out if I'm worth it? I felt something drop in my chest, like someone pulled the floor out under me. Then I texted back. Take all the time you need. I put my phone down, flipped my eggs, ate my breakfast, ironed my shirt, and drove to work like it was just another Tuesday. But in my mind? Something shifted. If I'm being evaluated like a product, then this relationship just turned into a business transaction. And business transactions come with itemized accounts. Here's what Tessa didn't realize when she decided to put me on layaway. I handle things quietly. I don't rant. I don't yell. I don't throw dishes or sulk. I'm the kind of man who just handles things. So first thing at the office, I picked up my phone. Step 1, housing. I called my property manager. The apartment we share? Yeah, it's mine. I bought it 3 years ago, long before we moved in together. Her name is nowhere on the paperwork. By choice, she pays me $400 a month. Doesn't even cover utilities, but I've never pushed it. Me, hey, Jim, quick question. What's the process for removing someone who's not on my lease? Jim, does she get mail there? Been there more than 30 days? Me, about 2 years. Jim, then by law she's a month-to-month tenant. You'd need to give 30 days written notice. Me, perfect. She wanted a month. She'll get a month. Step 2, insurance. Tessa doesn't get benefits at her boutique job. I put her on my work health insurance a year ago, because she couldn't afford coverage alone. It just so happens open enrollment is this month. Me, hi, I need to remove someone from my health insurance. Rep, removal will take effect immediately once open enrollment opens. Is this a qualifying event? Me, no. Just a change. Step 3, the car. 2 years ago, her old Honda finally died. I helped her get a Mazda. The loan is in my name, because her credit was wrecked by old shopping debt. She's supposed to pay the monthly $300. I keep records. She remembered only about half the time. I didn't cancel anything, yet. Just wrote a note to ask my lawyer how that works. By lunchtime, I had a list of everything our relationship evaluation included. Apartment, all mine. Health insurance, through my job. Car loan, in my name. Car insurance, my policy. Phone, she's on my plan. Gym membership, my corporate perk. Streaming platforms, all my accounts. Credit card, she's an authorized user on my card. This wasn't revenge. This was clarity. She wanted time to evaluate my worth? Cool. But when you're no longer a partner, you don't get partner benefits. Evaluators don't get all-inclusive packages. When I came home that night, she wasn't there. But her things still were. She'd neatly packed a bag and left a handwritten note on the counter. Staying with Bianca for a bit. Please respect my need for space. I ordered Chinese takeout, sat on the couch, and watched the game. Slept 8 uninterrupted hours. Then came Wednesday morning. At 6:47 a.m., my phone blew up like it owed someone money. 17 missed calls. 43 messages. It started calm. Marcus, my card got declined at Starbucks. What's going on? Then panic. This isn't funny. I can't get gas. Then bargaining. Baby, please, can we talk? I didn't mean it like that. At 7:15 she called. I didn't answer. She asked for silence, she got silence. By 8:30, her friend Bianca tried calling. Declined. At 9 o'clock, an unknown number. I picked up. Me, hello? Guy, is this Marcus? Aggressive tone. Me, who's asking? Guy, this is Damon, Tessa's brother. What the hell did you do? She's stranded at a gas station crying. Me, I didn't do anything. She requested a month to decide if I'm worth committing to. So I'm letting her live independently, without my finances involved. Damon, that's financial abuse. Me, laughing, financial abuse? Damon, I removed her from my credit card. Why would someone evaluating our relationship still have access to my finances? Damon, she needs that. She can't live on her income. Me, she'll live like any other adult, with the money she earns. Silence. Then he admitted the truth without realizing it. Damon, you know she doesn't make enough to me, to what? Live the lifestyle I pay for? He cursed at me. I hung up. By noon, the flying monkeys were swarming. Her mother, Lorraine, called my office. I let my assistant take it. Here's what people don't know about Tessa's family, they've been very comfortable benefiting from me. When something breaks, you call Marcus. Family dinner? Marcus pays. Damon's kid needed school supplies? Tessa happily volunteered my wallet. Respect? Appreciation? Nope. I've always been good enough, stable, the safe backup plan. Lorraine jokes that Tessa could upgrade if she wanted. Bianca tells her to keep her options open, just in case. Well, congratulations. She's exploring her options. And she's just getting started. Update 1, Thursday. Yesterday taught me a lot. More than I expected. Around 2 p.m., I get a call from building security. Sir, a woman named Tessa is here asking to see you. Should we let her up? I told them she was allowed inside, but not to my office. I had them escort her to the lobby coffee shop instead. If she wants space, she can have space, with boundaries. When I got downstairs, I barely recognized her. This is a woman who normally won't open the refrigerator without eyeliner on, and she looked like she'd sprinted through a hurricane. No makeup, hair twisted into a sad, messy bun, wearing stretched-out sweats. I'd never seen her go outside dressed like that, not even to grab the mail. She looked at me like I'd personally pushed her off a cliff. Tessa, Marcus, please. We need to talk. I checked my watch like I was meeting with a contractor about a leaky faucet. Me, I've got 15 minutes. What's up? Her face crumpled like I'd slapped her with a spreadsheet. Tessa, what's up? What's up? You canceled my cards. My phone barely works. I couldn't even Uber here. Bianca had to drive me. I pulled out my personal phone, opened the Family Plan app, and scrolled. Me, your phone's still on the plan. You've used 45 gigabytes of data this month. It's throttled. That's why it's slow. I told you to switch to unlimited, remember? You said it was too expensive. She blinked hard, processing that life has consequences. Tessa, I meant the whole situation. Marcus, this is insane. You can't just cut me off from everything. I leaned back, calm as a frozen lake. Me, I didn't cut you off from anything that's yours. Your job still exists. Your car still runs. Your personal credit cards still work. What exactly did I take away from you, besides the benefits you were getting from me? Her mouth opened, then closed. She looked like a fish that suddenly realized water isn't free. Tessa, you know I can't afford, my cards are maxed. You know that. Oh, I knew. I'd been paying down her balances quietly for months. I stopped doing that on Tuesday morning. Me, you told me you needed a month to decide if I'm worth committing to. Your exact words. If you're evaluating me like a potential purchase, then we're not partners right now. So why would I continue paying for someone who's evaluating whether I'm worth it? She froze, eyes darting away. I could practically hear the gears grinding in her head. Then she whispered. Tessa, I didn't mean it like that. Me, then what did you mean? She shifted like a kid caught cheating on a test. Tessa, Bianca said maybe you were taking me for granted, that you'd gotten too comfortable. She said I should shake things up. You know, make you work for it. And there it was. The truth wearing sweatpants. Me, so this was a strategy? A manipulation test? Tessa, no, I just wanted to see if you'd fight for me. For us. I couldn't help it. I actually laughed, not loud, just that tired kind of laugh you get when something finally makes sense. Me, fight for someone who tells me they're unsure I'm worth being with? Why would I fight for that? Tessa, because, you love me. For a long time, I did. Enough to pay bills she pretended she handled. Enough to ignore her family's constant disrespect. Enough to act like I didn't notice her emotionally packing her bags months before today. So I laid it out. Me, I loved you enough to support you financially without making you feel small. Enough to keep quiet when your family treated me like a doormat. And enough to pretend I didn't notice you swiping on dating apps for, just looking. Her face went white. Ghostly. Tessa, how did you? Me, your iPad syncs with your phone. Your Bumble activity shows up in the browser history. It's been happening for about 2 months. She looked like she might throw up. Silence hung between us like wet cement. Heavy. Unavoidable. I stood up, gathering my things. Me, you wanted a month to evaluate? Take it. But evaluate the real situation, not the one I've been subsidizing. Ask yourself what you actually bring to a relationship besides expectations. And what your options really look like without financing. I paused. Me, a 30-day written notice to vacate will be delivered tomorrow. Tessa, Marcus, wait. I walked away. Last night? Different kind of show. Around 8 p.m., I noticed things disappearing from the apartment. Suitcases, clothes, boxes, all hers. She still legally has a key for the 30 days, so let her move however she wants. I stayed out of it. But my phone? Oh, my phone turned into a fireworks display. Lorraine, her mom. You're evicting my daughter? What kind of man are you? Damon, brother. You're gonna make her homeless over a fight? Real classy, dude. Bianca. She's crying nonstop. I hope you're happy. Random cousin I barely know. You're being a total a-hole to Tessa. She deserves better. I didn't respond to a single one. Then at 11 p.m., I get a call from my buddy Derek. He tends bar downtown. Derek, yo, isn't Tessa your girl? Me, was. Why? Derek, she's here with some dude. They've been cozy for like 2 hours. She's basically sitting in his lap. I shrugged, even though he couldn't see it. Me, good for her. Derek, you alright, man? Me, actually? Yeah, I'm great. Because suddenly everything was painfully clear. She wasn't confused. She wasn't seeking clarity. She wasn't testing our bond. She was test driving a replacement and expected me to sit on the shelf like a backup appliance. Except now? There's no backup. And she knows it. Update 2, Friday morning. The last 12 hours have felt like watching a dumpster fire, in slow motion, while eating breakfast. Remember how I mentioned Tessa went out Thursday night with some guy? Well, turns out that guy is Kyle, a friend of Bianca's boyfriend. Apparently, he was supposed to be fresh air, someone she could explore possibilities with. How do I know? Because at 2 a.m., while I was dead asleep, my phone received a full-length novel in text format. Are you awake? I know you're mad, but can we please talk? I made a mistake. Kyle was a disaster. He wanted to split the bill. Split the bill, Marcus. You never made me pay for anything. Bianca's annoyed. Says I can't stay here forever. Marcus, please. And then, my absolute favorite line. He drives a 2015 Civic and lives with 2 roommates. Apparently, potential only counts if it comes with leather seats and 0 roommates. At 7 a.m., my phone buzzed again, this time, Lorraine. For 2 days, she's been acting like the CEO of entitlement and denial, but I finally picked up. Lorraine, Marcus, honey, I think there's been a misunderstanding. Me, there's no misunderstanding. Tessa said exactly what she meant. Lorraine, she's young. She doesn't know what she wants. You know how girls are. Me, she's 29. Dead quiet on the line. Lorraine, you're really going to throw away 4 years over one little mistake? Me, what mistake? Being honest about how she sees me, or thinking she could find a better meal ticket. Lorraine, how dare you? Me, did you know she's been on dating apps for 2 months? Wearing the ring I paid for, while living in my home, using my money. Silence. Heavy, guilty silence. Me, this isn't a mistake. This is who she is. And part of that is my fault for enabling it. But most of it? That's on you for raising someone who thinks relationships are about collecting benefits, not being a partner. Lorraine, she gives plenty. She loves you. Me, really? Name one sacrifice she's ever made for me. One time she put my needs first. One bill she consistently paid. Show me one moment she stood up to you or Bianca when you treated me like a wallet with a pulse. Longer silence. The kind that confirms the answer. Me, that's what I thought. Have a nice day, Lorraine. And then, the circus came to town. At 9 a.m., I'm working from home. I'm in a video meeting, mid-sentence about quarterly projections, when I hear loud voices outside. I peek out the window. There's a U-Haul blocking my street, and an entourage. Tessa, Bianca, Damon, and 2 guys I've never seen are unloading boxes like they're starring in a low-budget reality show. I mute myself and head outside. Me, can I help you? Tessa rushes over, messy hair flying. Tessa, baby, I'm moving back in. I'm sorry. I was stupid. Me, no. Tessa, what do you mean no? This is my home. Me, this is my apartment. You're a month-to-month tenant who has received a legal notice to vacate. Which you received yesterday. Damon jumps in like a backup dancer. Damon, come on, man. Don't be a jerk. Let her move back in. Me, her stuff never left. She took it to Bianca's last night. Now she wants to move it back. She doesn't get to move out and back in while under an eviction notice. Bianca throws her hands up. Bianca, she has tenant rights. Me, yes. For the next 29 days. But she can't play musical apartments while pretending she was living somewhere else. That's not how the law works. One of the random guys steps forward, puffing his chest out. Random guy, hey bro, maybe just let her. I squint. The voice, the awkward stance, it clicks. Me, are you Kyle? The guy she went out with last night? He blinks like I hit him with a flashlight. Kyle, yeah. Me, and you're here helping her move back in with her ex? The same ex she told you is emotionally abusive and controlling? Kyle's forehead wrinkles. He slowly turns to Tessa. Kyle, you said he was abusive. Tessa's face turns nuclear red. Tessa, it's complicated. I laughed. Loud. The neighbor looking out the window kind of laugh. Me, Kyle, my man, run. Whatever she told you, it's not worth whatever this is. I'm saying this as a courtesy to you. Leave. He looks at Tessa, then at the boxes, then at me, decides his survival instinct is important, and gets into his car. His friend follows. Damon tries to square up again. Damon, you're ruining her life. Me, no. I'm just choosing not to finance it anymore. My neighbor pops her head out with her phone. Neighbor, everything okay, Marcus? Want me to call the police? Bianca huffs, grabs Tessa's arm. Bianca, let's go. He's being an a-hole. They start loading boxes back into the truck. Tessa turns around, teary eyes glistening. Tessa, I loved you. You know. Me, no, Tessa. You loved the lifestyle I provided. If you loved me, you wouldn't have needed a month to decide if I'm worth it. She broke down crying. Damon flipped me off. Bianca screamed something about karma. Then they left. And then, the cherry on top. 20 minutes later, I get a Venmo notification from Tessa. Request, $1,500. Note, for U-Haul and emotional distress. Declined. Another request, $50. Note, gas. I'm literally on empty. Declined. Another request, $20. Note, food. Please. Haven't eaten since yesterday. I almost felt bad. Almost. Then I remembered, she wasn't forced into this. She chose it. She walked out of a stable life, a home, and a partner who loved her, because Bianca told her she could do better. Turns out better drives a Civic and wants to split the check. Final update, 1 week later. This will probably be the last time I talk about this, mostly because there's really nothing left to say. Tessa's gone. The apartment is quiet. My bank account doesn't look like a charity fund anymore. Life feels solid. But before the curtain closed, there were a few final fireworks. Saturday morning, her last attempt. She came alone this time. No entourage, no U-Haul battalion, no flying monkeys. Just Tessa. And she looked exactly like the woman I thought I'd marry. Hair perfectly curled, makeup flawless, wearing that yellow sundress I bought her on our second anniversary. The whole scene felt rehearsed, like she'd stood in front of a mirror practicing her comeback speech. "Tessa, can I please come in? Just to talk." I should have said no. My gut actually yelled don't do it, but I stepped aside anyway. We sat on opposite sides of the living room like strangers waiting for a bus. She took a deep breath and softened her voice into that delicate tone she always used when she wanted something. "Tessa, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I realize now how much you did for me. How much I took for granted. I want to fix this. I'll go to couples counseling. I'll get a second job. I'll tell my family to back off. Whatever you need." I didn't answer immediately. I just looked at her. "Me, why?" She blinked, confused. "Tessa, because I love you." "Me, no. Why now? What changed between Tuesday, when you needed a month to decide if I'm worth it, and today?" She stared at her hands like the answer was hidden in her cuticles. "Tessa, I realized what I lost." "Me, be specific." Her voice cracked. "Tessa, the apartment. The stability. The lifestyle." "Me, keep going." "Tessa, the way you took care of things. Of me. I didn't realize how much you did until it was gone. And I can't afford to live on my own. Bianca wants me out by Monday. My mom can't help, Damon has kids, and rent is." She started crying. And for the first time all week, I didn't feel angry. I didn't even feel sad. I just felt done. The truth wasn't love. It wasn't regret. It was fear. Fear of real life without me funding it. I stood and said it calmly. "Me, you didn't lose me this week, Tessa. You lost me months ago when you started looking for someone else while using me as your safety net. This week, you only lost your financing." She shot up from the couch. "Tessa, that's not fair. I made one mistake." "Me, no. You revealed who you are. And I'm grateful. It saved me from spending a lifetime as someone's backup plan instead of their partner." 3 final requests. Before leaving, she asked if she could stay until she found a place. "Me, no." Then she asked if I could co-sign her next lease. "Me, no." Finally, she asked if I could loan her first and last month's rent. "Me, absolutely not." She left without saying goodbye. Sunday, the smear campaign. By Sunday, I was suddenly the villain of the internet. Tessa posted a tear-filled video about her narcissistic ex who financially abused her, isolated her, and made her homeless. Bianca reposted it with supportive hashtags. Lorraine joined in, claiming I trapped her daughter in financial dependence and abandoned her cruelly. I said nothing. Didn't need to. My sister, however, is a grenade with Wi-Fi. She dropped screenshots like confetti. Tessa's active dating profiles while engaged. Bank statements showing my payments covering her credit card debt. Texts where Tessa bragged about having me wrapped around her finger. And the grand finale, an old Facebook post where Tessa called me her walking ATM with laughing emojis. Those posts? Gone in under an hour. Where they ended up. Word travels fast in our friend group. Here's what I've heard. Tessa is living in her mom's 1-bedroom apartment. She's picking up extra shifts at the boutique. Kyle ghosted her immediately after the U-Haul fiasco. Bianca's boyfriend dumped her after learning she was coaching Tessa to test the market while engaged. Damon tried to ask around to see if I would hire him for contracting work. Spoiler, I will not. Where I am. Better than I've been in a long time. Went on a date Wednesday with a woman from my gym. We grabbed dinner. She insisted we split the check. When I offered to cover it anyway, she smiled and said, "I appreciate that, but I like to contribute. It matters to me." I almost fell out of my chair. "We're going out again tomorrow." "Oh, and remember that 30-day notice? Tessa has 22 days left to collect her things. She hasn't been back. If her stuff is still here, it's going to Goodwill. No hard feelings. Just donation." Things I learned. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Love means nothing without respect. You can't build a partnership with someone who sees you as a resource. The right person won't need a month to determine your worth. Thanks for reading. I'm done. I'm out. And I'm better for it.